Hello world, my name is Jeff Orton and I created this channel, Young Politics, to talk with you about the topic of politics, obviously, but the difference between me and many other channels that do the exact same thing is that I want to encourage and I stress the aspect of discussion in this channel. I want you to get in on what I'm saying. I want you to say, hey, here's what you said right here, and this is what I think about that. Go right on ahead, but don't, please, as just be nice to people when you do. Comment as much as you want and spout your opinions as much as you want. I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing for a long freaking time. So, just join in on the discussion, but don't be a jerk about it. Set up a logical argument, set up a legitimate argument, and don't just come on and bash the heck out of people for no freaking reason. So, that all being said, politically, I am a capitalist. I should probably say I'm a conservative libertarian, but the conservative aspect of me is a capitalist. I believe in capitalism because it's the only system that works. If communism or anything like communism has been shown to work, then maybe I might think about that a little bit, but it hasn't worked at all. Capitalism is the only thing that has worked. It's the only thing that has created a free society of people and a high standard of living for the longest sustainable amount of time. Also, there is the moral aspect of capitalism. God intended for us to be free, and I don't care what religion you are. I am a Christian. This is where my beliefs come from. I believe in God. I believe in one and only God. I believe in the Holy Trinity, all that fun stuff. And the thing about that is, God, if you read the Bible, God intended us to be free. And what's the only way to do that? Capitalism. So, that all being said, socially, here's where a lot of conservatives will get mad at me. I don't care. Socially, gay marriage, I don't care who you marry. I mean, go ahead, marry. If you're a dude and you want to marry a dude, go ahead. That doesn't bother me. Well, I mean, it kind of grosses me out a little bit, but you know what? That's your own personal life. I'm gonna stay out of that, and so should the government. But there are some lines in marriage, like polygamy, marriage to minors, and I've heard of marriage to like interspecies marriage, that kind of thing. That just gets like degradation of society, and that's just wrong. Abortion, libertarians will disagree with me on this. There's one way that I see abortion, and that is the murder of a baby, which is wrong. And I know a lot of you will say, well, what about wars? They're murdering other people. Yeah, well, those people are defensive. They have means to defend themselves, and they probably did something to harm us. A baby, none of those things. So, there's that. Legalization of marijuana, I'm kind of a hippie in this aspect. I mean, I admit I have smoked marijuana before. It's really not that bad at all. It's a mental addiction too. I mean, tobacco is much more harmful than marijuana is. They both are jam-packed with cancerogens, but tobacco is like the nicotine in it. I mean, that's what causes addiction. Marijuana has nothing of the sort. So it's really, people smoke it because they think they have to. There is no chemical in it that rewires their brain to say, hey, you have to smoke this now. And plus, if marijuana was legal, just think of how much money that would pump into the economy. I mean, really, that's one estimate that I've heard, and I have not confirmed this yet, but one estimate that I have heard is like 20 million, I think, would be pumped into the economy, $20 million, so that's great. Immigration, deport the hell out of every illegal immigrant here. And I know I just sounded like a really, really mean xenophobe there, but it's true. If you're not here legally, get out, please. This is our country. If you want to be part of this country, you can come in through the legal processes. They're not as bad as they used to be. Not nearly as bad as they used to be. They're a lot easier. It's a lot easier to come in now through the legal processes and what this country has set up to become a citizen. And I'm fine with immigrants. We are a nation of immigrants. We came here. Our founding fathers, forefathers. Well, yeah, forefathers, but our founding fathers came here. They were immigrants here. So, I mean, to say that we are not going to allow immigrants would be extremely hypocritical of us, but that does not mean allow illegal immigration. There is a major difference there. Religion, I know I already talked about that. I am a Christian. I grew up in a Baptist household, but that has changed over the years. I don't really subscribe to any real denomination. I do believe in God, as I said, and as I said, I believe in the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and I do believe in the Bible. I will try not to incorporate a lot of religion into my videos because it's the one aspect of life that, like the one, I guess, philosophy that I'm not super knowledgeable about. I mean, I know a lot of things about it, I know the basics, but that's about where that stops. I mean that, yeah, there you go. Just know that if it ever comes up, just know that. I will try to post these videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Probably not going to happen, but I will do my best, and I will have a link to my blog in the comments, not the comment section, in the description, and I'm also a freelance writer for a St. Louis magazine called Insight to Insight Magazine, and it's mostly tailored to St. Louis readers, but you can still find some pretty awesome articles in there, even if you're not from St. Louis. Also in my blog, I do film reviews, and I may not do that in this channel. If you want me to, then I will, but I'm not going to start doing that because it is called Young Politics for a reason. But also, I cover a lot more subjects in my blog than I do in my videos, because I just cover one subject in my video, but my blog has multiple subjects. So, yeah, look for that. Look for my first video tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get that up tomorrow. If not, I'm sorry, I'll get it up on Tuesday. And other than that, I quote Assassin's Creed. Safety and peace, my friends.